Hi, and welcome to Mermaid Song Tarot. This reading is for the month of April for Aries signs. That would be rising, sun, and moon. Said those kind of out of order. That's hilarious. So if you're an Aries sign and it's your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, this video is for you. You may want to take a look at the other videos for your rising and moon signs to get a more clear, complete picture of how the energy of the month is going to play out for you. Keep in mind that this is going to be a general reading for the sign of Aries. Not everything will apply to everyone, and that's the way that it should be. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. As always, I like to ask for a blessing on my cards, and I ask that the messages will be clear and concise and for the highest good of everyone who sees this video. And I ask that you bless my decks with all forms of love, light, and fabulousness. Okay, so we're going to do 5 cards. I do energy readings on the 5 elements. 4 that you know of, maybe earth, air, fire, water, and then the 5th one, which is spirit, the 5th element. Okay, so first we're going to do earth, and I only take cards that flip all the way over. So for the element of earth, we have the 9 of Wands. Interesting. Now, wands correspond to the element of fire, but also our actions. So the element of earth, what's going to ground you this month is going to be defending your boundaries. The 9 of Wands shows a soldier. He's one in a line of soldiers right here, and he is defending the kingdom. The king has given him a task, and his task is to defend that which he loves. That's really going to ground us in the month of April for Aries. I like this energy for you. And it's not a, notice that this is not fighting. It's setting a boundary and then calmly saying, okay, this is my boundary. You may go here and no further. But we're not confronting people in an effort to fight with them, right? This is not fighting energy. It's defensive energy. Okay, we'll set that right there. Now, the next element we're going to read for is air. That corresponds to our thoughts and our communications with others. Oh, it didn't flip over. I only take cards that flip over. Oh, there's one. Oh, nice. The world. All right, so for the element of air, we have the world card. Now, the world in tarot is the completion and the culmination of the major arcana. And it signifies that there is an end to a major cycle and the beginning of a new one. And that you'll be taking all the lessons that you learned from that cycle and applying them to the new cycle and new lessons that are coming your way, right? So as far as the air goes, in your thoughts, you may be thinking of endings. There may be some communications where maybe you may be ending an employment with a company, or you may be ending a communication with someone. It might be the ending of some relationships of some kind. Be aware that that could be an energy for you, Aries. But never fear, that's just going to make room for the new. All right. Now, the element of fire, woohoo, has to do with our passion, our drive, and the actions that we take for the things that really light us up. And you have the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is an energy that is very logical. It's an energy that cuts through to the heart of the matter. The King of Swords may embody a person who seems to be very logical and not very emotional, very cerebral, may be very clever and come up with a lot of ideas. So Aries, you might be meeting a person like this, or this could represent you in the month of April. Notice that the King of Swords, this is mental action, right? So we are talking about the element of fire. This is the card that represents the element of fire. So in April, you're going to be coming up with probably a lot of ideas. You may be very good at communications. You may be very logical. Keep in mind not to be cold. keep in mind that you are dealing with humans when you're communicating, and humans need some warmth to their communication. So cut and dried might not be the way to go this month. So that's just a little reminder there. All right, our last element is, well, not the last element, but the next element is the element of water, which has to do with our emotions and feelings. What are we going to get for that? I'll put that on the bottom there. Oop. There we go. Ooh, we got a twofer. Okay. So, for the element of water, we have the Page of Wands and the Star. Ooh, very nice energies. I love it. So the Page of Wands is an energy that talks about, now wands are all about fire, as you can probably tell from the card. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot, by the way, and one of my favorite decks. The Page of Wands is always about innovation. Pages can also be messengers, but in particular, this has to do with creativity and creating something new, and specifically the beginning of the new creation. So in April, you may be coming up with some creative ideas or new ways to express your creativity. This really goes along with the King of Swords here, because he's about cleverness, and the Page of Wands is about creativity. So you may have some really creative, clever ideas. Now, we had two cards come out. The second one is the Star. These are going to be ideas that are going to seemingly come out of nowhere. You're going to be asking yourself, where the heck did that come from? And it's quite possible that it came from your higher self and your guides and the universe. The Star is all about connecting with those universal energies, and it also embodies hope and faith. So I like those two cards together. This is really nice for the element of water. Now, our last element is the element of spirit. What does Spirit want us to know for the month of April for Aries? And we have the Six of Swords. I don't read reverse cards because I think the meaning is there whether it's this way or this way. So the Six of Swords is a victory card. It is a card of moving forward. Can indicate travel. So Aries, you may have some travel in your future. Usually we'll show someone in a boat, but in this case, the someone is on the back of the swan and they're being divinely protected and they are on the right path. The girl in the picture is sleeping on the back of the swan. She has no fear. She is confident that she is being carried to the correct destination. She has a little baggage with her. That's what these swords represent. It's your thoughts and your worries. So you're not going to get rid of those completely. We carry that with us until we learn to deal with it. But it is an indication that in the month of April, Aries, you are going to be set to move forward. I like this. This is really, really great. I also see here that if you've got a creative idea that's coming, you really need to take action on it, and that action is going to move you forward towards your goals. Love this energy for you, Aries. If you like this video, please click the like button, share it with your friends, and if you so choose, hit the subscribe button to be notified of future videos from Mermaid Song Tarot. Thank you so much for watching, and many blessings.